Happy Saturday. Okay, this is the final video in a 3-part series that I went through, and we did a before and after sort of recap, right? End of year recap on all the plants that I purchased this year. So the first video was about 7 plants, surprise peduncle in that video. The second video was of the plants that I purchased was the ones that I was struggling with. So there's about 5 plants in that video that I was struggling with. Now, but not all pots came to the party, so all the plants didn't make it. So if you missed that video and want to see which plants didn't make the cut this year, go ahead on and check that video out. Now this video is about 9 plants. These plants are doing well. I'm super excited about them. There's a good mix of them. So I don't want to belabor it. I want to go ahead on and get started. So let's go ahead on and get started. So plant number 1 is my Camouflage dieffenbachia. Yes, dieffenbachia Camouflage. She's cute. Get out of here with that. She's cute. And this is her now. Now see, when you get an angle like this, you would think, oh, that plant is massive. I wouldn't call her massive, right? But she's a decent size. This is a 4-inch pot. I did repot her. She has been repotted in the good stuff. She actually is doing pretty good. She's got a new baby coming up right here. She's been in here in the plant space, or in this space in here, for probably about a week or 2, only because I was going to water her and I just wanted her to get a little extra light. She was drooping a little bit and I was like, what's going on? But she just needed to be watered. So what I'm realizing is that she probably is growing out of this pot already, because yeah, look at that. So she's got a root coming out of the bottom. She's growing out of this pot already. And this is the pot she came in. All I did was replace the soil. I could probably upgrade her, but I'm probably going to wait until late spring to repot. I'm not repotting anytime soon. So this is her now. This is plant number 1. This is the Camouflage dieffenbachia. And I think she is gorgeous. I think she is going to do well here. And I'm going to have her talk to my Sterling, because you know the Sterling is struggling. She's still on the struggle bus. But she's doing good. I kind of feel like I want her to stay here with me. Yes. Okay, so before we go any further, let me introduce myself. My name is Yvette Boone. I'm a recovering software engineer and a lifelong creative hobbyist and plant enthusiast. And here on this channel, we create a safe space for Black women to incorporate creative hobbies into their wellness practice. Okay, so let's get to the next one. Plant number 2 is the Fernwood Mikado. She's doing well. I have her on the shelf, and she gets direct light, which may be why she's not growing straight up and she's kind of growing out this way. But I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate it. I'm noticing that her leaves are opening up. That is different. Look at that. This is open where these are closed. So, you know, it could be that I need to water this more often. You know, when they tell us that snakes don't need a lot of water, I take that literally, right? But I really think that I could probably water her more often. But she's growing. She's not dying. She's growing. She's doing well. But I do think what I will try to do is I will try to water her more often. I have to look at an old picture to know that she's actually growing. Like I see little babies down here, but I don't ever notice like a new leaf or new anything. I'm noticing these little babies down here now, but other than that, like on a daily, I don't notice new leaves on here. I know she's not dying. I haven't taken any dead leaves off, but I don't really know that I noticed that she's growing. So it may be that those roots might take forever to grow. And I don't know that I'm happy about that, but I'm learning a lot about this plant as I propagate. So it is taking a while, and I can show you really quickly. So these are the propagations here. And yeah, oh, so there's a root. Oh, I lied. There's a root. This must have happened in the last 2 weeks, I promise you, because I just looked in here a couple weeks ago and I didn't see anything. So I lied. Don't pay me no attention. There we go. I don't know that that feels like it's root, but that one has root, so I'm excited about that. I'll take that. And I might need to change the water. Yeah, see, it's got something there, but it's not giving root like that other one. So I might change the water, and I'm gonna keep it in there just so I can make sure I get a root before I actually move on. I want a root. I don't want to put it in dirt and then I can't see what's going on. So this is my Fernwood Mikado. It's a snake plant, actually. She cute. Okay, number 3. Yeah, number 3 is my Baltic blue. Okay, look at her. Oh my goodness. She looks so good. Okay, so the storyline with this one is I got it and I repotted it like maybe about 2 or 3 weeks after I got it home. And that was because I was repotting everything. So I was like, well, I may as well repot this one too. And then I looked up and roots were growing out the bottom of it already in the same size pot. I want to say it was in a 6-inch pot. And I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So as I was repotting, I actually needed a 6-inch pot for some of my propagations. And this one was already growing out of her pot. So I up potted this to an 8-inch pot and she was doing fine. Then I took and I propagated her. And actually, so I still have her propagations in water. She's rooting really well. I really need to pot these up. Some of these did not take well. I don't know what that was about, but some of them just didn't root. But for the most part, most of them rooted and are doing well. So what I really plan to do is, so I'm just going to take and put these inside here and fill up the pot just a little bit more. I love this plant. This thing fenestrates really well and really quickly. So this is one of the things I love about it. She grows really fast. I really do. I'm loving this plant. And I think I found a good location for her. What I have to do is keep up with the watering schedule, because what I noticed that even with all this dirt, she needs to be watered at least once a week, once every 10 days. But once I get hold of the watering schedule, I think she's going to be fine. But she's growing really well. She looks, she looks really good. She came in here for a watering, so if she looks a little droopy, it's because I'm doing that 2-part watering where I water it a little bit, let that soak in, and then I go back and water it some more because I think I let it go a little bit too long. But she looks good, and she's gonna look even better when I add these in there with it, right? Oh, I'm excited. If you are loving this content, you will absolutely love our community. So don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share this video out. All right, let's go to number 4. Number 4 is the Silver Hero. Oh, wow, look. She is so pretty. She's got a new road. Oh my goodness. Look. Oh my goodness. When I tell you now, she is actually pointing all her leaves in this one direction. So I do turn her, and she's actually trailing a little bit too. I do turn her quite a bit, because I'm trying to get her to grow But she likes her light, and she will go towards that light in a heartbeat. This is my scindapsus silver hero. She is beautiful. So she's still in the original 4-inch pot that she came in. I did repot her. I changed her soil and I put her back in the same pot. But she is growing. She is growing very well. She's got a nice, some tendrils with some baby leaves on the end. She is enjoying her life. She needs to be watered right this minute, but she is enjoying her life. She's got babies down there and everything. I was kind of just waiting for her to get a little bit more growth on her before I actually, she's still not ready. I was waiting for her to get a little bit more growth on her before I actually cut her, but she will get cut for sure because I want this to be a fuller plant. I don't want it to just be trailing and have 2 or 3 tendrils. As you see, it's only got like maybe 4 stems in the pot. I need more than that. I definitely need more than that. So the moment that she finishes with these leaves and maybe get one more on the end, I'm cutting these back now. I have a scindapsus jade that I cut right on video. And she has not rooted yet. It's been 2 weeks and I don't see any roots in the water. Let me show you. So 2 weeks and no roots in the water just yet. So kind of disappointing. And you see her leaves are wrinkling a little bit. So it's kind of got me a little concerned. I really like for them to, and this one is putting out a leaf. What in the world? Yes, I really like for them to push out some roots by now, but it hasn't rooted yet. But we still got time. We still got time. It's gonna be all right. Okay. Number 5 is a common plant, but she's a goodie. And that's my Hawaiian pothos. Okay, look at her. Look at her. She loves it, okay? Now she is still in the original pot that she came in. I did change out her soil, but I didn't increase the pot. Although I'm okay with them being bigger, but this one is fine the way she is. She does have one green stem, and one of the reasons I end up bringing her in here was because when I originally had her out there, she wasn't dying, but she wasn't growing. And I know a pothos should put out new leaves. You should see some new leaves not every time you water, every other time. And she had been in there all summer and really wasn't putting out a new leaves. Now, I did propagate her, and I do have, and so she's growing really well. She's doing pretty good. This is what, a 4-inch pot? She's got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little plantlets in here. She's doing pretty well. Now, what my plan was to put her on a moss pole, but we're going to talk about a moss pole in a minute because I do have one of these plants on a moss pole. I'm not sure that I'm cut out for a moss pole. Okay, so before we go to the Hoyas, I want to talk about the moss pole, which is my jungle boogie. Okay, so the next plant is my jungle boogie. She is cute. She is so cute considering how big she's going to get. I'm so glad that I can enjoy it at this size. Oh, I love that. Now she looks fantastic on camera. To be fair, these are the same leaves that she came with. I think as soon as I got her, I had a very new leaf on there, and I want to say it was this one. This was the very new leaf. She has had, let's see, 1, 2, 3 or 4 new leaves on here since then, and none of them have opened. So even though this one didn't make the struggle plant list, I have been struggling because I'm learning. Oh my God, it's so hard to keep this sphagnum moss moist it requires a lot of water, way more water than I was ready for. And I was watering, the water can had a spout and it broke the leaf. So this leaf right here is now broken and I just pulled it off. So I was trying to keep it watered so that they can open up. I really feel like these leaves, so this one here is still curled up and not open. This one is still curled up and not open. And I think it's one up here that's actually trying to open. It's like one or two, I think that's one leaf that's trying to open. So I feel like if I keep it watered, it would eventually open up, but baby, they are struggling. But you can see the roots in the back. The roots are coming in. So she has a lot of root action in the soil. She's loving it, right? She's doing well, but I cannot keep up with the watering. I really wanted this to work out, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying. But this one is doing okay. I still love the way she looks, and I love this plant. I would love to get the neon version and the ring of fire version. But until I can do right by this one, I'm not going to get another one just yet. I'm going to keep on working on this. And once I get this one right, then I'll get the other ones. But I'm loving this. Okay, so now we get to start on the Hoyas. I think this is number 7. Of course, my numbering is all off because why wouldn't I? But this is my hushkeliana yellow. So this is a hushkeliana too. This is the hushkeliana yellow. Okay, she's still going strong, you guys. She will put out a peduncle in a heartbeat. Now, what I'm noticing is that her leaves are curling. So I was having a hard time with the soil retaining any kind of moisture. I would water it, the plant would be okay, but I noticed that she wasn't retaining her moisture very well. So I did not repot these when I got them. So I am just learning, to just water it more often. The other thing I did too is I put this trellis in here, and the trellis has some weight to it. So it's hard when you pick up the plant, you think, oh, it's got weight, it's fine. And it really doesn't. It needs to be watered. So I'm thinking she needs to be watered now. I'm noticing that she has some leaves that are curling. And that curl is a little too, even though the leaf is still firm, it's curling. So it's making me think that maybe she needs more water, right? I'm noticing too that my ends are crisping up a little bit. Like these little ends have died off. This is pushing out something here. But this has died off. And what I did not too long after I got it in here and got it settled, I cut off all the dead stuff. Because sometimes when you change the Hoya's environment, it'll kill off the end. And so I cut all of that off. So anytime I see this, I know that's something that I'm currently doing, right? That wasn't that last change or that shipping that caused it. But I think what it is that it needs to be watered a little bit more often than I'm giving it water. But this is the good thing about Hoya is that they usually survive all of that. I don't want to call it mishandling, but that's what it is. And that all you're learning, that learning curve is cool with it. And it's probably pushing out peduncles. I honestly think that when they're kind of a little stressed, that's when they push peduncles out. Don't hold me to that, but I think that's what's happening. So yeah, I'm going to water her now, actually. I'm going to water her now and let her soak up some water because I have been turning on my little heater in this room. And so it stays warm in here. And I think it's just drying out the plants even more. But this is my hushkeliana yellow. So the next one is my Hoya croniana silver. This is the croniana silver splash. Hoya croniana silver. Just silver. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. And look. She is doing so well. Let me tell you. She has so many little babies. Oh my goodness, look at those. Look at those little cutie pies. She's got so many little leaves coming up. Look at that. Look. Just everywhere. And she's got peduncles. Look, there's one there. Look at that. Look at her. She's got a peduncle there. She's got one here. And these are all new. Like she's never had peduncles before. Oh, ooh, she's got a big one right here. Look at that. Look, I'm so excited. Now she needs water too. She's got a peduncle here, right here, and some new leaves right there. They look like little praying hands sitting up. So yeah, she has a lot of peduncles, a lot of little, I'm just seeing, as I'm looking, I'm seeing even more. There's a peduncle here. There's one somewhere up in here. Some new leaves right here. She's got all kinds of baby leaves, all kinds of peduncles. And she's just gorgeous, right? The silver on her is ridiculous. I love it. When I tell you this thing grows like crazy, I'm excited to smell her flowers because she's never bloomed in my care before. I'm seeing even more peduncles, just all like little teeny peduncles everywhere. So this is another one where they are much thirstier than they look or than I thought they were. And so she needs a lot of water. And it could be because she has a lot of peduncles right now. It could be that reason why she needs more water, but I'm pretty sure it's because I'm running this heat in here and it's drying out the soil that much faster. So I gotta beef up my watering in the wintertime. What is going on here? But yeah, she is beautiful. I'm loving her. Okay. This is my croniana silver. Quick update on the numeraloides. She's still flowering. They're sort of almost spent, but she still smells good. It's not pushing out through the room, but I can still smell it. And this one right here, it looks like it wants to open now. So yeah, my first set of blooms, and they're doing okay. They definitely are requiring a lot more water. Yeah, definitely requiring a lot more water. They are sucking up this water really quickly. So between the blooms and the heat going on in this room, they need some extra watering. I'm loving it. Last but not least, my croniana black. Oh my goodness, she is so cute. So this is the croniana black. I was real hesitant about getting this. She is still giving me life. Now this one grows a little slower. I will admit she grows a little slower, but I do have new leaves on here. I do, I'm trying to find some and I'm seeing something. I'm seeing things drying out. I'm wondering if she too needs more water. Yeah, but I'm noticing that she got some little baby leaves. Like she's got one right there, but that looks like it's dried out. Oh, is this a peduncle? No. Yeah, so her leaves are a little soft, which they should not be. So yeah, what I'm noticing is that I'm probably keeping it way too hot in here. And you know, this is funny because last year this time I was not home for the month of December. So they got watering a lot less, and that looks like a peduncle. That looks like a peduncle right here. Anywho, they got a lot less watering, but they also got a lot less heat and they got a lot less light. So being that I'm here during this time and I'm keeping it warm in this room, I'm gonna have to up my watering game. So I'm noticing that now. So I'm glad that I'm paying attention to this and not thinking just because it's wintertime that I don't have to water as much. But yeah, she's doing fine actually. But I'm going to spend some more time watering these this winter and making sure that they get what they need. This has been a fun series to do, especially this time of the year. Some of them, of course, didn't make it. But for those that did, I'm still enjoying them. Hopefully, they're still enjoying it here. You could tell they are doing pretty well. So I just wanted to let you know how much I appreciate you guys for watching this video all the way to the end. I really appreciate you. And from the bottom of my heart, I wanted to say happy holidays and have a great day. Bye.